collectors today need to consider. Pressing and dry cleaning comics. If you have a collection that at some point you're likely going to sell, you want to maximize the value of your collection. And the only way to do that is to have it properly pressed and cleaned. In some cases, have some conservation services done. And then, of course, having it graded by a third-party company. That will take all the guesswork out of the book, should you go to sell it down the road. The Comic Doctor has obviously over the last 15 years been able to help a lot of collectors take their collectibles, their comic book collection, books they've had since the 60s or 70s or 80s, catalog them, improve them, encapsulate them. I think the most humbling thing about being the Comic Doctor is that people actually entrust their precious collectibles with me. The main part of my business is giving people peace of mind, knowing that yes, you're going to drop your books off to me, and guess what? You're going to get them back. Well, hello friends, Kevin the Comic Doctor coming to you with another live CGC unboxing. Jackson's got the night off today, and I thought I would pop on and share with you 3 boxes that have been sitting in the wings for a little while, and I want to get these out. Guys, I'm falling a little bit behind, so we got to get these books back to their owners. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm Kevin the Comic Doctor. I'm a comic book presser, also an authorized CGC and PSA dealer located up in Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, and usually every week, not every week as of late, but that'll probably change then in the near future. It'll be every week again. I come on here and share with you boxes filled to the brim with CGC books that have come back from CGC after being graded, books that belong to clients like you. These are not my book. These are your books. This is a virtual show and tell, I guess you could say. And again, I have not been on in probably close to a month. Jackson, as you know, came on and did a few episodes, a couple episodes for me. He'll be back again. He was going to come on tonight and do it with me together at the same time, but I gave him the night off, and I have 3 boxes I want to zip through quickly. So, yeah, let's see who's here. Luke's in the house. How you doing, Luke? Good to see you. Been a while. And we have Spartacus 2043. How are you? Luis Mendoza is in the house. Yo, what's up with you, my friend? Treasury Editions here. How are you? Dave, how's it going, Dave? Good to see you. Joey Lane. Guess what I'm doing tomorrow? Tomorrow is a shipping day. So books, a lot of books going back to their owners tomorrow. Been very tardy in that regard as well. And Johnny Sherwood is here. How are you, John? Good to see you. So today, I'm going to share 3 boxes with you. And I'm also going to, hey, you want to see some toys? Give me 1 second. I'm going to just grab a couple of things here, and I'm going to share them with you. I was at a toy show on Sunday in Ajax with Jackson, and I picked up a few things, and you're going to like these. And I'm curious if any of you had these toys. I'll be right back. Give me like, honestly, 15 seconds. Count me down. Hey, I'm back. See, I told you it was 24 seconds, actually. Sorry about that. Okay, so went to the toy show. Wasn't planning on getting anything. And then, of course, I saw a few things. And so this here is Zorak. Big Jim. Anybody have one of these? This is Zorak. And he's got the wrong shoes on there. But he's got the original cape and the original helmet and what have you. And that's okay, because I have another Zorak I bought a couple of years back, and he does have the proper boots, and he's almost complete minus the cape. So now I have the cape. So I saw it with the cape, and the cape is in excellent condition, just like comics. The toys, you know, you want them to be as nice a shape as possible. So I picked out those 2 big, this one Big Jim up, but also this Big Jim. And oh man, I forget his name, Dr. something. I forget, I think, but his emblem on his chest is in really good shape, and he's got the golden karate chop there. And I had this guy when I was a kid, and he was a part of the Big Jim, Kung Fu studio, right? So these are 2 things I picked up. You know, actually, this one here's got a bit of the old one's got some rough, you know, elbows. So this one here is actually probably a nicer shape. So those are the first 2 things I got, and then I bought the very first The very first superhero related toy I ever owned, ever. I'm talking 1974. Comic Doctor's probably 3 years old. And I remember playing with this stuff. I was born in 71, and we had these in our house on Burke Street in 1974, because then we moved back to Europe and they disappeared. And this is what it was. Now, I could have swore, now this is not in fantastic shape, but it's the Corgi Batmobile. And it has the Batman and the Robin little figurines in there. It does not have the rockets that shoot out of there. The front, I'll do it like that. The front bumper thingy right there. The front bumper thing, I think works, but it's kind of jammed. I'll fix it. Needs a good cleaning. But this one was actually from 1974, I believe. I could have swore I saw. Let's see. Corgi Toys. Maybe I didn't see a year on that one. But the fellow who was selling it to me said it was 1974. And as soon as he said that, I grabbed it, because that would have been the year of the one I had. There's different versions of this that's out there. Maybe you, and I'm sure many of you guys had this as well, because it was come on, get in there. We're getting focused. There we go. It was a cool, but the emblem's on there still. A little bit of a chip on the blue windshield here, which I could probably buff out a little bit. And then this one came with the trailer and the bat boat. And the bat boat's in okay condition. It's got the emblems and the stickers on there, but it's missing the windshield. So Comic Doctor's got to try to find a windshield for that, or find a replace. This is a good starter one. But I am sure that when I had this as a kid, I also had the Batcopter. I'm sure I had the Batcopter, and I'm sure it came in a set of 3. Can anybody confirm that? Did anybody else have the Batmobile, the Batboat, and the there goes the Batboat and the Batcopter all in a set? Because I'm sure that's how my mom and dad bought it for me. But anyways, so I was quite happy to get those. You get me into a toy show, man, and bad things happen. I start buying lots of stuff. Who else is here? Kev, Dan, and how are you, pal? Good to see you. I am starting to feel a bit better. Still not 100%, man, but much better than I was. Much better than I was. Oh, Joey, yeah, they're pretty cool, man. Trevor, I saw you last Saturday. How you doing, man? It was very quick, though. Kaylin's in the house, too. Saw Kaylin a little week or so ago. And then John says, I had the silver hand guy also. Forgot his name. I'm sure somebody will come up with the name. Hey, Doc. There he is. Hey, Doc. Missed you the other weekend, but it was nice to meet with Charlo. Order tracking on the new website is very nice. Excellent. Thank you. Yeah, and I feel bad, 'cause a lot of guys, they come in and meet with Charlo or meet with Nipur, and listen, some guys are resistant to using the new website because it's a website, it's an online thing, and some guys don't like using it. But the problem is your order won't your order's not going to get lost, okay, but it's not going to get tracked as nicely as had you used the website. So I encourage people to use the website, because you do get reminders every single step that your comics or your cards take or magazines take at our shop. You are notified, so you get an email every time. Okay, the books have arrived, or the cards have arrived. You get a notification. The cards are being pressed. You get a notification. The PVC or PSA, you get a notification. They're back. You get a notification. So it's very good. But if people want me to do a manual form, or want Charlo to write it, or if you come to the shop and choose to do a manual form, we have to manually put it into the system. And sometimes we forget, we get busy. It happened this week where a guy was like, I can't find it, because I forgot to put it in, because it's just, we get pretty hectic. And you get 4 or 5 guys doing that, it gets kind of hectic. But anyways, I do encourage you to try out the new website. Derek, how's it going? Derek, you are one of the busiest guys out there, man. I see you moderating everybody's channels, but good on you, man. You're a real comic book and comic book guy who loves the stuff, and it's good to see. Michael Mikolos, how are you? Good seeing you, my friend. That's not Michael Mikolos. No, Michael Lotes. Sorry, Michael. The wrong Michael. How you doing, Michael Lotes? Good to see you. How was Gotham? Gotham was good. It was busy. It was very busy. I love watching pickups. Yeah, I mean, guys, I gotta tell you, I love comics. Don't get me wrong, but toys, man, toys. They're all this here behind me. my plan this summer is all this presses are going to get out of here, and I'm going to have a backdrop with toys and comics, but mostly toys because I got so much, and statues and things, because I want to show that stuff off, because I hate that it's all in boxes in my garage and not on display where it should be, right? I've been picking up all these Micronauts things. I want to get them put them on display, right? It's a lot of fun. Not a set of 3. I had the boat, the trailer, and car, but no helicopter. John, I'm sure of it. There was a helicopter. I don't remember if it came with the whole set or not. I know somebody who would know. I gotta ask Brian Healier. He would know. I have a bunch of turtles with the ultra rare April O'Neil's. Bunch of turtles with the ultra, the toys, you mean? GTA ladies now. How are you, GTA lady? Good to see you. Anyone here remember the Superhero Squad toys from the 2000s? That's a little bit after my time. My toy, I was talking to a guy at the show. I haven't even shown, guys, I'm sorry. I haven't even started showing you comics yet. I'm getting there. Trust me. Don't go anywhere. Comics are starting. It was funny. I was talking to a guy at the toy show on, I fixed my hair a little bit, at the toy show on Sunday. And I said, yeah, my toy adventures stopped probably in the mid 80s, like 84, 85. I'm in high school. I'm in grade 9, and they were still making Star Wars toys, but I was done. I think in grade 8, I may have went and bought, Optimus Prime and Starscream out of interest. I was watching the cartoons, but I did it probably in secret. I didn't want anybody to know. I probably rushed to the store, bought them, and rushed home. I did not buy a lot of Transformers toys, but I did have a few because it was kind of that overlapping period. Geez, I wish I was buying Star Wars toys in the 80s at that time, because you would have bought them at the dollar stores, right at the liquidation stores. And now those are all worth big money. By 2000, I was done. I don't buy toys anymore. I own, again, just like comics. I only buy vintage comics. I only buy vintage toys. I don't buy any new toys. I started buying some of these new Mego toys. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. I have, things like, cool little things like this, like Mego Stan Lee or something like that. You got to love it, things like that, little one-offs, sure. But I ain't going to go and start, like, I'm not buying those. Like Jack bought a Black Series Django Fett. And I said, dude, Jack, you're tempting fate, because those Black Series are really nice Star Wars toys. And, there's like hundreds of them now. And I don't want to go down that road. And you guys know Robert Meyer Burnett, who I've talked about in the show before. He is crazy about hot toys. And I'm not doing hot toys. They cost like $200-300 a pop. No thanks. All right. Oh, there it is. I was looking for this. Just found this. I knew it was going to pop up. Okay, here we go. Hey, I always like to start with a 9/8. Here we go. All right, so we got a 9/8 Swamp Thing number 9. Look at that, in a white pager. Beautiful. And then we got Car Chapman number 1. United Kingdom, 6.5. Very cool. I know someone who has the copter mint on card 76. The tiny copter, the small little one, or the big one to go with these. Like the copter, because they made small versions of these. Like there was a small bat boat, and I had that one as well. And then there's a copter that's bigger than this, and it has a little grappling hook that comes down, similar to the shark repellent scene from the Batman movie, right? Oh, GTA lady, are you talking about those Black Series? Yeah, forget about it. Forget about it. Dangerous. Okay. Here we have a 6.5 Green Lantern, number 87. 6.5. Right there. Nice copy. And then we got a 7.5 X-Men 13. Guys, if you're wondering, CGC has been really, really, really slow. Really slow. Hundreds of books there currently. And they're not coming back very quickly. Even like the high value ones. I had a AF-15 and a Hulk 81 sitting there probably 3 or 4 weeks longer than they should have been. So Give you an idea of turnaround times if you're wondering. Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos 13 in a 6.0. Here's one for Dannon coming up. I know he likes his Action Comics. His Action Comics 254. Superman and Bizarro meet first adult Bizarro in a 7.0. That's a nice looking copy. And then we have a second copy of that one, and it's in a 3.0. So you got a 7.0 and a 3.0. Then we have a First Man Bat in Detective Comics 400 and a 7.0. There you go. Adam Donnelly's in the house. Oh, Robin's, yeah, Corgi Jr. I had those too. No, the one I'm talking about, it's about yay big. And it had a little grappling hook that came down. So it was with this, it came with it was like the full-size Corgi. We also have Tales to Astonish 93, famous cover here in a 6.5. And then we got an ASM 100 in an 8.0 right there. Kaboom! How are you, pal? Spin 078's here. Good evening. We got an X-Men number 8, Jack Kirby, Stan Lee authenticated autographs on page 1. There you go. X-Men number 8, dual signature. Kirby and Stan Lee. Very cool. Very cool. Not too bad. Not too bad, Keith. We got 3 boxes tonight, guys. I don't want those. And if you were wondering, a lot of the Absolute Batman are starting to come back, but there's still a lot of the Absolute Batman at CGC. There's still a lot in the process. So I'm starting to see them trickle in, but there's still a lot there. We have a 9.8 copy Mark Spears Monsters number 2. A 9.8. Been seeing these a lot. Then we got a Mark Spears Monsters, another one. And this is in a, ooh, look at that. And that's in a 9.9. Mark Spears Monster 2, 9.9. There you go. Not bad. Here's a pretty book. We got a Avengers 57. Gorgeous copy. 9.2. Check that baby out. Put this copy right next to the first Polaris, or the first cover of Polaris. Red and green. Wow, look at some big books coming up here. We have a Tomb of Dracula 10 and an 8.0. Dan, pick up any big books yet? Nah, pick up any big books? No, I'm not really buying anything right now book-wise. I'm trying to behave myself. I was just offered a really good deal on a statue of Batman. I was like, oh, and I turned it down. I'm trying to behave myself a bit, guys. Iron Man number 1 in a 5.5. Hope my Spider-Man 15 McFarlane signature comes back tonight. Spartacus, real first name? Werewolf by Night 32 and an 8.0. Look at that. That's a gorgeous book. White pager too. Very nice. That's a nice copy. I think, I'm not sure who this belongs to, but wow, here we go. 9.0, X-Men 94 and a 9.0, off-white to white. Beautiful. Beautiful. Another, and we're going to end this first box with a 9.8. It's another Mark Spears, I think. Is it Mark Spears? No. No, it's not. Sorry. Female Force, Sigourney Weaver, no number. Right there. Awesome. And a 9.9. Yeah, Chris, it's back. It wasn't Spider-Man 15. Right? It wasn't Spider-Man 15. It was Spider-Man something else. Do you remember the real number, Chris? This one here was sent back in 9/6, the Spartacus 2043's book. And it has a date stamp on the eye of Spider-Man. See that right there? And he said, well, what? And in the notes, it mentioned the date stamp. And it's like, well, wait a second. They don't take marks off for date stamps. So I contacted Signature Series, and they sent it back. So we sent it back, and they gave it the 9/8. They bumped it from a 9/6 to a 9/8. So there you go. Spider-Man, nice copy, number 13. The only thing I'm not crazy about is he used blue. You can barely see it. Like from a distance, it just kind of blends in with the webs. You should have used a white or light blue. Anyways, it's now a 9/8, and it's a newsstand too, which is fantastic. All right. We'll keep going here. Box number 2. We start again with a 9/8, which is great. Good Decision Sideshow and the rest companies pump out Batman stage every other day. It feels like the only one I really like was the 89 Keaton. It was the one I was looking at was the Jim Lee style one that came out about 3 or 4 years ago, and I liked it, and I wanted to go with my Superman, but I can't do it anymore. I got no room for these boxes. The Sideshow boxes are way too big. Here we got Hellboy: Seed of Destruction, number 1 in a 9.8. We have Static, number 1. And that is in a 9.8 right there. And we have another Static in a 9.8. And then we have X-Men 103 in a 9.0. Very cool. That's a white pager too. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. We have... this is kind of interesting here. We have 2 of these 9/6, 9/8 Simpsons books, and they pull out the posters. The posters have been sent back. They're both in here. And I've sent this book in the past, and they've given it a green label saying the posters were not included. You know, again, we're talking about that consistency issue, right? It's like, okay, and I'd sent many before that without the poster. So now I send it with the posters. They don't give me that stupid green label, but it's a blue label, and the posters are now, I don't know. It makes no sense. Well, what's the point? Anyways, there it is. So 2 of those. We have a 9/8 copy of Spider-Man with Batman. 9/8 white pages. We have a Spider-Man 118. It's a newsstand copy in a 9.2. We have first Moebius. Is it Morbius or Moebius? What's his name? Mobius and Mobius. We got 2 of them. One's in a 9.6. One's in a 9.8. We have Mark Spector. Holy geez. We got Mark Spector. Moon Knight 55. First published Stephen Platt in a 9.6. We got some more of these Simpsons books here. We have, and these all had posters as well. So we got 2 9.6s and a 9.4 on these babies. We got a 9.4 copy of Venom Sinner Takes All, number 3 for She-Venom. Hulk 440. Uh, 9.6 449. First Thunderbolts. And we got a copy of Silver Surfer number 4. This one, they say small amount of color touch on cover. I don't know the details on that, but anyways, there it is right there. We have a Marvel Spotlight number 5, first Ghost Rider in a 6.0. Nice copy. Yeah, he didn't listen a lot of times. I noticed a lot of the ones that I requested certain colors, he just, because I think he was just in a groove and was just going, just trying to get them done, right? We do write that when you do request a color on your signature bag, what we do is if we're using the yellow signature bags, and now we can't find any more yellow signature bags, they're out of stock everywhere. I got to make them from scratch. But whenever we use the yellow signature bags, we put a piece of like painter's tape somewhere on the bag, and we say, you know, hello, thank you, please use white, or please use red, or please use gold, or whatever. Like 95% of the times, actually 98% of the times, they accommodate. But I guess, you know, he's so busy that didn't happen that time. Anyways, you got a 9.6 copy of Wolverine 8. We have a 9.8 copy of Batman 655. First appearance of Damian. Right there. A couple more boxes to unbox probably later this week or early next. More boxes, I believe, on the way back currently. We got a bunch of magazines to share with you. I got some magazines here, but more to share as well. So that's coming up soon. Whether I do it or Jack does it, one of us will. Absolute Batman number 1 in a 9.8. Thanks, Comic Book Score. 9.4 copy of Howard the Duck number 1. Very cool copy. Cool. I love that book. I always like this book. First appearance of Beverly Switzler. Cool. All right. So that's it for box number 2. Put these back in here. I'm going to sneeze, I think. Oh, maybe not. Okay. I hope my books are ready. I also have some cards as well. They're gone. Your books are gone, though. They're at the CGC. So just a waiting game now. Cards are gone too, Mike. So you're just we just wait. Now we just wait. PSA. It's going to be a long wait, like a long wait. Give you an example with PSA cards right now. We sent the Tom Brady rookie in about 3 or 4 weeks ago. The turnaround for that's only supposed to be a couple of weeks, I think it is. And they're already saying it's not coming out and not going to be ready until early May. But I got a feeling it's going to be longer than that. And I'm still waiting on a Gretzky rookie and a Star Wars card from November. I don't know what the hell's going on. And that's from directly in the United States. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, PSA, don't hold your breath. It's going to be a long, long wait. The comics, not so much. I think they're going to, I don't know. I know CGC's been acting. They're a bit slower than usual, getting the things like the books are staying in the received status a lot longer than usual. They're off by a few weeks as well too. So I don't know, but they're coming. Don't worry. It's just don't hold your breath on the actual advertised turnaround times. It's not necessarily an accurate thing. Pressing that's this weekend, isn't it? It's what do you call it? What do you call it? It's oh my God, I'm having a little brain fart there. It's Free Comic Book Day this weekend. Yeah, you know what? I'll probably have some kind of deal. I'll put up on the website this week, and then I'll advertise it. I've been pretty quiet on the socials lately. As you've been, guys, it was really kind of quiet there for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden we just got hit with about 300 or 400 comics. Just boom, dropped on our laps, and a lot of cards coming in, guys. Lots of cards are like going crazy. So what can I tell you? You know, it's weird. It's a weird business. 1 minute it's busy, the next minute it's quiet, and then it's busy again. It's really nuts. We'll see you next week. Bento, is this weekend coming up? please book it, Bento. Please just go onto my website and book it so I know when to bring your stuff with me. Guys, remember, if you are picking up books with the Comic Doctor, you want to go over to our website, and there's a link there on our homepage. You scroll down to book an appointment. No one's books are held at the shop. We have to bring them in special when we know that you've booked an appointment. So if you don't book an appointment, we won't know to bring your stuff. If you just drop by and say, I'm here to pick up my books, if you didn't make an appointment, I won't have them there for you. So please, please, please do book the appointment. Even if you end up not coming, or you have to cancel last second, that's fine. But book it, because it does fill up too, right? We only have so many spots, and they do fill up. Like last Saturday, it was jammed, slammed. Yeah, we'll probably have something going on for sure. When were the mags originally submitted that are coming back? Oh my gosh, I don't know. Some of these mags, I can tell you, some of these mags, I know we have a bunch of gaming manuals, for example, and those were submitted before Christmas, and they're just coming in now. So January, February, March, April, almost 4 months at CGC. So just give you an idea, yeah. There's no rhyme or reason. Okay. Yeah, free comic book day. We'll put something out there for you. 50 of my comic doc books are at Collectors Comics auctions opening May 1st. Another 50 are at Heritage opening May 28th. Kaboom! How do they find them? Can they just type it? Is it like do they just Kaboom Club or is it easy to find them? Because most of those books would have come through our show here too. You would have seen them here on the show first. Mags are additional 2 to 3 months for some reason, and they shouldn't be. I don't think on their website. Let's see what it says on their website. I'm not even sure. Let's see. I got one more box to go, guys, by the way. So service and fees. It says magazines currently. Oh, that's why they increased it. Okay, that makes sense. So magazines are currently 80 business days. 80 business days. At this point, well, hold on. Magazines are 80 business days for modern or vintage. Comics are 45 business days for modern and vintage. That's why it's taking a little bit longer than usual. At this point, what I sometimes do is I will automatically add the $15 US for fast track, but I'm not going to do that because it's so expensive right now to submit books. To add another $15 on top of that is just adding insult to injury. And at any moment, they could change that turnaround time. And so if you pay the extra money and then all of a sudden tomorrow they drop it to half of that time, you just spent money for nothing. And even if you do pay for the extra quick turnaround time, if they decide to make that 80 days become 120 days, your fast track, it's better, but it's still going to not come back in the time you think. The way I think they should do it, and of course they're not going to listen to little old me, is there should be a date stamp on the items you submit. And if your items are submitted on, say, April 26th, and today it says 80 business days, then it's 80 business days. It's not tomorrow it's 120 and now it's 120. It was 80 business. It was received when it was 80 business days. It should be that. But anyways, again, what do I know? Michael says, I have a complete set of famous monsters of Filmland in amazing condition. Those are really cool. Number 2 is signed. I will have to send those. Oh, I want to see those. Oh, that sounds awesome. Well, we're going to be at the May 31st Toronto Comic Book Show, guys, again. So, hopefully we'll see you there. Right. Okay. We saw the Spider-Man book already. Let's have a look at some mags, 4 or 5 magazines. And then we'll go. Oh, I forgot this one. I don't know why. Here we go. 9.4 copy of Wolverine 88. Don't know why. I totally forgot that. It's a deluxe edition right there. All right. We have a really nice copy of Savage Sword of Conan in an 8.5. Love that book. Look at that baby. 8.5 off white to white. We have a creepy #1 in a 7.5. Pretty popular books. We have a Vampirella #1. Looks like it's a first printer. Is it? It looks like it is. 1969 and a 6.5. Valuable book and a 6.5 for sure. Beautiful. Look at that. We have a black belt. Yeah, these have been out for a while, boy. With black belt with Bruce Lee from 1967. Yashuko Nagatoshi and Chuck Norris articles. This one I don't believe was even worked on. It was kind of far gone. We just sent it the way it was in a 2.0, but that's a book you don't see every day. Very cool. So those are some mags. And we have another magazine. Nope, that's it for the mags. The rest are all comics. Here we go. Red Rider Comics, number 66 from 1949 and a 7.0. We have A Perfect Crime, number 31 and a 3.5. Very nice. We have Triumph Comics, number 29 from Canada, from 1972. It's a little mini comic there. Do a little close up for you. Yellow pops. It sure does, Keith. It sure does. All right. Some more 9/8s. How about that? How about some Max Toon Dime Gold Foil Edition in a 9.8. And then we've got a 9.8 Killer Care Bears Super Foil Edition A and a 9.8. Killer Care Bears No Number, 1 of 1 printed on cover, multiple Megacon Gold Foil. And a 9.8. Whew. We have a 7.0 copy of Incredible Hulk 181, first appearance of Wolverine, and a 7.0. Guys, you should see the gorgeous copy that came in, just the other day on this. I'm anticipating probably a 9.2 or a 9.4. Beautiful copy. Maybe higher. Another Bronze Age Grail, a 6.0 copy of ASM 129 and a 6.0. Then we have a Joe Sinnott authenticated signature on Fantastic Four 46, first appearance of Black Bolt. Here's a monster book right here, guys. Wow, look at this guy right here. Mr. Mystery, number 11, classic cover in a 6.0. Look at that with the ants eating his face. The buried man there. That's a monster book right there, guys. We've got a 7.5 copy of Amazing Spider-Man 50, first appearance of the Kingpin. You can never have enough Hulk 181s. Here's another one in a 2.0. And then we've got Active Comics 102 from No Date. It's a Canadian book right there. Fury in his fists. Very cool. Here we go. Here are the first two Batman, Absolute Batman, signed by, this one signed by Dragata and Snyder in a 9.8. And then another one, this one signed by both again in a 9.8. That was a pretty popular signing event, man. We had a lot of submissions for that. We have a Batman 423 and a 9.6 white pages right there. And then our last book of the day is from Caliber Comics. First appearance of Frank Madman Einstein, Creatures of the ID #1 in a 9.8. There you go, my friends. 3 boxes, all for you. More boxes to come. Always more boxes to come, guys. I do apologize I haven't been on here quite as frequently as usual. As I've stated in the past, I've had a few. I don't think I'm in big trouble or anything like that, but I just, a bit of some health issues. So I just trying to take it a little bit easier. And but there's a lot of books that are coming in constantly. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like seeing books get unboxed, this is the place to do it. We are going to become more consistent again as the weeks and months come. And if you have any comics or magazines or trading cards you'd like to have worked on and it's sent out for, and by the way, you don't have to send them out for grading. If you just want to have your comics, cards, magazines worked on, whether it be pressed or conserved, give us a holler. You can give us a call or go over to the www.thecomicdoctor.com, and all of our information is right there. You can check us all out there. And we are going to start grading books soon. And there'll be more on that in the near future. And again, my service, our service, the Comic Doctor is going to offer, is going to be more of a service for books that are valued at, like, say, under $500. And you can do more expensive books if you'd like, but it's going to be for books that are valued under $500. And you just want to have a grade put on it for insurance purposes, appraisal purposes, and they'll be sealed in the whole 9 yards. And I'll show you what we've come up with in the coming weeks. We're still in the planning stages, but we're almost ready to show you something. Probably the next couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, you'll see something. Anyways, that's coming as well. And also check us out in the social media world, because we'll probably have some kind of sale this week for Free Comic Book Day weekend as well too. I totally forgot it was this Saturday. So anyhow, guys, thank you so very much. And we'll see you again here soon. Well, let's see if anybody else has anything else they want to say before I go. What book is more common? Hulk 181. Lately, Hulk 181. Yeah. Not as easily attainable as a Hulk, or sorry, as a Spider-Man 361. But I see probably 181 at the shop way more now than we do the 361s. Yeah, in any grade, darn right. In terms of submissions, yeah, Hulk 181. I'm not seeing 361s like we used to. Guys, remember when 361s were like 10 per show? Yeah, not quite so much anymore. Yes, those were Canadian whites. Gordo, how you doing, pal? It says, glad to see you back. Mini Doc did a great job in your absence. Yes, he'll be back. I want to have Jack give me a hand as well. Maybe hand over the books or come over here and, pick up the mantle from time to time as well. Thank you very much. I'll let him know. He's gotten a lot of good feedback and it's made him very happy. So thank you for that. Dave, you take care, my friend. We'll see you again soon. Keith, I've talked about Comic Doc enough that my buddy Ryan has given me his first 3 comics ever owned to get graded. Well, that's good. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it. Pressing Clean lot is growing for you. Yes, it is. It's starting to get busier and busier. Well, guys, listen, again, thank you so very much. And have a great rest of your night and a great rest of your week. And hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. You'll know when I go live again. It will be pretty soon because I want to get caught up on the books we have in queue. And by the way, These will be probably sorted in the next few days. Tomorrow is going to be a shipping day, and we'll sort these guys out and expect a text or some kind of notification if your order is done. And again, if your order is finished, you want to pick it up, make sure you make an appointment. Guys, take care. Have a great night. Bye for now.